You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
How are you guys doing? This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. I'm your host, Safan. You can find me on Twitter and Gap.ai. But before we start, a little discretion. If you're a liberal, Democrat, socialist, or whatever, please turn off my channel. And you guys have a good day. But let's start. All right, this podcast, I want to talk about what Ilhan Omar said over the weekdays, right? Like a few days ago, I think, and she got major heat for saying this. She said something about 9/11 victims, that there's something that someone did something, all right, and this is expected that it offended a lot of people, right? We're talking about almost 3,000 people that died during September 11th. I remember that day clearly, right? It's my first semester at college. Woke up, and my friend called me. He was like, "Hey, dude, turn on the TV. I'm like, "Why? What turn on the TV for?" And he was like, "Turn on the TV." Turn it on, and I saw two smoking towers, right? You do not forget a thing like that, all right? When you see your nation under attack, okay? Two towers smoking. I have never seen anything like that in my life. That's the first time. And that's the only time I remember in my life where the whole country was united. Okay? The whole country was united. We was like, all right, we got to find who did this. You know, we got to do something. Retaliate it. Everybody was on the same board, whether you're liberal, conservative, or whatever. When I went to college, liberal and conservatives was united, and we were on the same page, right? And it said it was a terrorist attack, right? Terrorist attack. Now the problem is with Ilhan Omar, I like to call her Illhead no more, all right? Illhead no more. But Ilhan Omar, whatever her name is, right? She suggests that, I don't know, she just seemed like this thing isn't respectful, you know? It's hard to understand any person would say something like this and allow it to happen, all right? It's totally disrespectful to people, especially people in New York, right? Because they're the one who was right there the whole time. It totally changed the whole atmosphere, okay? New York was united, all right? This is a terrible thing. It's obviously a terrorist attack. It said in the news, there's all these evidence that link to terrorist attack. You could be inside a job or whatever, but it says a terrorist attack, so I'm sticking with the terrorist attack, right? And the way Ilhan Omar said is like her being treated like a second-class citizen because this thing happened, right? And she said she didn't even state what the situation is. She didn't even call it 9/11. She said someone did something. Like, that's at least acknowledge it, right? And she think that it make Muslim into a second-class citizen. Second-class citizen. And she feel like she's a second-class citizen. And I'm like, how do you feel like you're a second-class citizen? You're the most protected class out there, okay? And you are elected to Congress. How is that second-class citizen? If you are able to get elected, how are you a second-class citizen, right? How are you a second-class citizen if you're able to get elected as a congresswoman and you are able to get into college? How do you feel like you're second class? And I have never seen a homeless Muslim before. Okay? That's another point. How do you feel like you're a second-class citizen when I never account any homeless Muslim? When you see a homeless Muslim, point it out to me, because I never seen one. Okay? And she want to be under this umbrella of second-class citizen. If anything, you're the most protected class citizen. I remember Bush, he protected the Muslims the most. All right? He protected them the most. And then you have the nerve to say something about Bush. I'm not a big fan of Bush, all right? I'll tell you that out, right? I'm not a big fan of him. I didn't vote for him or anything like that. But he was protecting you, and you're chewing him out, okay? And New York was pissed off. Even it got to the point where the New York Post posted front page, the World Trade Center, and it said someone did something. This is someone did something, right? It's all over the internet. You'll see it. and about almost 3,000 people died. 3,000 people died, and not just that. They include Muslim too, because there's Muslims who died in this, not just the terrorists, innocent Muslim who work in the World Trade Center. Okay, it's not just Christian who work there; it's a multitude of ethnicity that work there, right? Not just one tower, two towers, 3,000 people died. Okay, and not only that, you have AOC coming out defending her. Like, why are you defending her? Okay, AOC is so stupid. You know, there are some things that your friend, you know, there's always that one friend who do stupid thing, right? Sometimes you have to knock your friend in, make them come to their senses, but not doing some stupid thing. This is the moment when you talk some senses to your friend for not doing stupid things. And what do AOC do? Encourage that. And what do Rashid Tlaib do? Encourage that, all right? Come to protect her. I'm like, you hardly know this woman, all right? You hardly know her. And you put in your candidacy on the line like that? Good luck getting elected. You know what? You know what you do? I just give them, I don't want her to stop talking, right? These three agents of chaos. This woman. AOC, Rashida Tlaib, and Ilhan No More, right? Just don't stop talking. Just give you enough rope to hang yourself with. That's it. We don't have to do anything. They're already causing their own demise. All right? But it infuriates me that she categorized the victim of 9/11 as someone did something instead of saying 9/11 happens. All right? That day, it proves that nobody will never forget. All right? I will never forget the day when 9/11 happened. It's like when you ask people at the senior, where were they when John F. Kennedy got shot? Nobody don't forget that thing. Where were they when Pearl Harbor was bombed? Where were they when D-Day happened, right? You don't forget these things. And for some reason, she behaving like this. She's not qualified to represent anybody. All right? This woman even came out this video surfacing that she took a terrorist class. All right? A terrorist class, and she was discussing about Al Qaeda and giggling and all that stuff. All right? And I want to ask people from Minnesota, is this the type of people you want to represent you? All right? This agent of chaos? This whatever she is? All right? This woman who has special treatment, who thinks she's a second-class citizen because out of everybody in Congress, she's the only one allowed to wear her head rag. Okay? This woman, she need to get out. She need to be ousted out. Okay? The Democrat Party they're gone. They're gonna be gone like the Whig Party. Okay? They're gonna be gone like the Whig Party, and they will cease to exist because this is going out of hand. This is getting too radical. Okay, it seems like I'm not part of this. It seems like people who vote for them are putting anarchists in the seat, all right, or inmate are running the prison. That's what it is. But let me know if you agree. You think Ilhan Omar is retarded, stupid? That's even insulting to mentally retarded people. You think she's dumb, imbecile, or any negative word you could come out with? Okay, let me know if you agree with what I'm just saying. You think she need to respect the victim of 9/11? Will you forget 9/11? Let me know if you agree. And I'm not monetized. You want to support me? Like, share, subscribe. Because of that, I'm unscripted, unrehearsed, unedited. That's mean I'm not bounded by no one. I love doing this, guys. So show me some love. Hit like, share, and subscribe. And on that note, guys, I'll see you again on the next podcast. Peace.